We're husband and wife video creators, and recently Dehancer reached out to us to see if we would give our thoughts on their OFX plugin, and of course we said, absolutely. Good job. There have been lots of tutorials made on this plugin, so we thought we would share a couple of ways that we use it to speed up our editing workflow as a team of two working across different cameras and computers.
Okay, so what specifically is Dehancer? Dehancer is an OFX film emulation plugin for Davinci Resolve, Premiere, and Final Cut Pro. They have 63 different photographic and cinema film stocks, and loads of different adjustments and settings to better dial in the film looks that you might be going for. So while you're watching, if you think that Dehancer is something you might benefit from, you're welcome to use our 10% discount code, Marisa and Evan 10%.
In addition, it's worth mentioning that grain in Dehancer is based on an image analysis and a micro contrast map, from which the grain is always generated in the right place. It doesn't just overlay the film grain on top like an Instagram filter.
While Dehancer is specifically used for creating these advanced filmic looks, we actually have found other great ways to use it to speed up our workflow and give us consistent, fast results across multiple projects, cameras, and computers. Okay, so diving into Davinci Resolve. We're going to take a look at two different projects to demonstrate how we quickly use the plugin to match cameras and build a film look that works for us.
Interestingly though, while we were researching for this video, we actually noticed something that was different when using Dehancer with the two workflows. Something we still don't fully understand, but definitely something to keep in mind when choosing your node structure in Resolve. So you're going to want to keep watching for that. Okay, so let's take a look at this short sequence from Costa Rica featuring me in an orange dress. We did this one Jurassic Park style and used a Kodak stock similar to what was used in the original movie.
So first let's add a node and then add Dehancer to the clip. As you can see here, the UI interface is really clean looking, and it's fairly intuitive. It immediately puts a strong grainy Kodak look on, but you can just quickly scroll down and uncheck the boxes you don't want. This first method we're using is the most simple method, and that is because Dehancer has a feature where it works directly with specific cameras and color space settings. This means that, theoretically, if you shoot accurate white balance, color, and exposure across all of your cameras, then you can easily select these cameras in Dehancer settings and have a matching film look immediately. Of course, things happen when you're shooting, and so first, starting with this single Dehancer node, we're going to add two nodes before it for the color and the exposure adjustments. Then I'm going to add a temporary node at the end with a standard Rec. 709 LUT to color balance the footage. Finally, we turn this node off and we turn the Dehancer node back on. So as you can see, there are tons of different film stocks and settings to play with. For this color grade, we're going to use the Kodak Vision 3 50D. While you're not able to turn down the intensity with this method, Dehancer has almost endless settings and customizations so you can achieve your perfect film look. Here we have brought down our film grain just a little bit, and we've set our halation and bloom to something subtle but noticeable. And finally added a vignette to narrow the viewer's focus. It really all comes down to personal preference and what look you're ultimately going for. There are many other tutorials online that dive deeper into some of these effects, but here we really just wanted to show you how we use Dehancer in the most simple way across two computers. Moving on to the next video sequence, here we have three daytime shots of downtown. One is a drone shot and the others are from the FX3. This grade is different because it involves color space transform nodes and using Dehancer as a Rec. 709 input as opposed to entering the camera data. Again, starting with the DJI D-Log color space, we transform this to the Davinci Intermediate color space and the Davinci Wide Gamma. Then we do all of our color correction and then add another color space transform node. And then this will bring us to Rec. 709. Then we simply add a final node with Dehancer, and this has a Rec. 709 input value. You can easily copy this node structure and then apply it to all of your clips on your timeline quickly. You would go up to your preview window and right click and grab a still, and the still will show up in your gallery over in your left window. And so then when you want to use that node structure again, you can grab the still and drag it over onto your single node, and it will apply your entire saved node structure. There's an alternative method that we recently tried where we include the phantom LUT first, giving us an ARRI Alexa look, and then we apply Dehancer after the node. But here we have a D-Log shot from the drone that we end up converting to an S-Log3 color space simply so that we can apply the phantom LUT like with the FX3. Now you're in a Rec. 709 color space, and you can now go down to the output tab, and you can use this slider to dial back or increase your film look if you feel it came on too strongly or you want a little bit more. So you're essentially applying this ARRI Alexa phantom LUT, and now you're applying Dehancer on top of that, but dialing back its strength. So you can sort of get these ARRI colors and then also get all of these sort of film attributes. The one thing we noticed, when you use Dehancer, while there's clearly multiple ways to use the plugin to get either the look or the workflow you need, we did notice that there was an inherent difference in the end look. If you decided to go with an input Rec. 709, or if you decided to go with the camera and log color space inputs. Comparing them side by side, they are similar looks, but it definitely seems there may be an advantage to using the camera inputs with Dehancer. But the idea is to consistently use these across your projects for a fast turnaround time. So you're getting this really incredible look, and you probably will never really notice some of these differences.
Drop a comment in the comment section below, or Dehancer if you have any thoughts on it. Comment in the comment section. We'd love to know a little bit more. Okay, so what are our thoughts if someone would say, would we recommend this?
We'd absolutely recommend using this plugin.
If you think Dehancer is something that you could benefit from, we welcome you to use our 10% discount code, Marisa and Evan, 10%.